something and
All right, Ty, tell me what we're making today.
Today we are making sorrel, which is a Jamaican kind of like holiday specialty drink.
Okay.
Made with a flower called Jamaica or hibiscus. You can find this stuff at your local like Asian, Latin, or Jamaican store or
Nice.
A lot of different cultures make the same drink. I know in South America they make something called agua de Jamaica using the same thing. That's the plant. The drink is called agua de Jamaica. But yeah, you can find this at your local stores. Next up is rum. We're using Bacardi, but Ray & Nephew's, in my opinion, is the best.
Why is that the best?
White. I think it's a little bit sweeter than Bacardi. I just like Ray & Nephew's. It just has a better taste than Bacardi, in my opinion. But Bacardi's next best. This is a smaller bottle.
Now, do you have to make the sorrel with the vodka? I mean, the rum?
Yes. It's not sorrel without rum.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
If you have kids, then don't add alcohol, but use alcohol. Next up, we have ginger. Have to have ginger. These three,
the whole root?
These three are the essentials, the trinity of sorrel. So
okay.
Have to have these three, but a lot of people add their own thing. I like to add cloves and a little bit of nutmeg. I know some people like to add oranges and all types of other stuff, but for me, this is what I like to use. And the process is fairly simple. It's kind of just like making tea. You just want to get some water boiling, and then you want to steep the leaves in the water. You don't want to boil them because it gets a burnt taste if it gets cooked too much or cooked. So we're going to boil some water down here and then steep the leaves. You want to rinse them off before you put them in the water just to get all the dust and dirt out.
All right.
See, they're just washed, a little bit more rehydrated. Got their color. They don't look dusty anymore. That's all you want. And that's it. That's all we need. Recent plus.
Go.
Next up, we're going to got our water boiled. We're going to dump the hydrated leaves in the water. And once again, you don't want the water to be boiling. So once it gets to that boil or starts to boil, we're going to turn the heat off and let it simmer.
How long do we let it steep for?
So you want to do it overnight for the best flavor
Mm-hmm.
and the best taste. But I usually do it for about 30 minutes to an hour. You know, it'll be like less concentrated, but that's why I add a lot more sorrel to kind of counteract that.
Mm-hmm.
So less time, but more of it. Kind of is my thing.
Understood.
Next up, we're gonna add the ginger. Dump the knobs in there. Probably could use more, but I think that'll be fine. And then we'll add our cloves here. Stuff can be pretty strong, so just do a little bit. Looks about right. And then nutmeg, tiny bit of this, not too much. And then once that comes up to a boil.
Oh, I see the color of the water. And you said this is the hibiscus flower?
Hibiscus, yes. The red hibiscus.
The red hibiscus.
The true name. There's a bunch of different types. Pink, but you see how red it gets already? You don't want to get this on your clothes. Yeah. You just turn the heat off now. And just let
Like,
that
should
sit.
you chomp up the ginger, like press it and squish it to get more ginger flavor in there?
I mean, no, it's going to be in this hot water. Flavor's going to sit in here, so it'll get it out. I mean, you can. Make sure to taste. Onto the sugar. So, add what you want.
How much sugar you put in there?
About 5 of these cups.
So about 5 cups of sugar.
generous.
Why?
Because it's a very bitter plant.
Mm.
So, let's add it to your preference. If you want it more bitter, we'll do 6. But if you don't, then add what you want. Let's mix that through. We'll also add a rum actually too.
How much rum?
Add a little bit of rum.
You're not even looking.
Mix this through here. And then we'll give it another taste. Make sure everything's dissolved. That's good.
That's good?
I think it needs more sugar, more rum.
For me, it'll be more sugar, but I'm trying to cut back on sugar, so.
We'll add a little more. I think you can use some too.
And I would put some more nutmeg in there.
Once it cools down a little, it'll get better as well.
You know what it reminds me of?
Yeah.
What is that fruit drink called with an S, where they cut up the fruit in there? Sangria. Yeah, that's it.
Sangria?
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
Mm.
Thank you, Tiara.
You want to do this a couple times just to make sure you don't have any more dust and particles just in there. You want it to be a smooth kind of juice consistency.
All right.
Final product.
Final product. Wow.
I like to put mine with ice and just, Out
of a nice sipping glass.
Good stuff.
What do you like about sorrel?
What I like about it, I like how good it is. Number 1. Number 2, something to remind us of our culture, when holidays come around and stuff like that, we make it. And it's good to make with family,
What culture are you referring to?
Jamaica. Jamaican.
All right. Nice. Thank you for sharing.